What's up, guys? We're doing a reaction stream. Shout out to Oscar Moss. Yeah, he's a subscriber. Let's see. I'm trying to find a thing to react to. Hold on.
Are you online now?
Yeah.
Are you streaming?
Ooh, hold on. TikTok. I was on TikTok and then laughter.
No, are you streaming the game?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now. Yeah, you literally just subscribed. It said Oscar Watch has subscribed a few seconds ago.
Yeah, that's me.
Hold on.
Okay, what you wanna do? Trios, squads, duos?
Ooh, I was looking on the thing, Moments of Laughter on TikTok. You get the chance to earn 100, 1,500, or 2,500 if you get a good freaking what is it? Effect or filter. So I might be doing that. Cause okay, let's see. This is scary.
As I stepped on my flight, the flight attendant.
Okay, what's your name, by the way?
Okay, here. I'm just gonna watch it until part 2.
Gave me a strange list
Yeah, put it on duos.
What had moments before been a fairly typical flight had now turned into a nightmare. I sat there.
Okay, I see you. I see you. What's your name?
Shock wore off and my ravaged heartbeat started to slow down. I started to think about what to do. I had obviously broken the first rule, but apart from being a little unnerved, it hadn't caused much harm to me. The plane's PA system turned on again and the captain made an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming across some unexpected turbulence. Please remain in your seats to stay safe. His voice was monotone and void of emotion. Every single syllable made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Everyone in the cabin seemed to dismiss my presence at that moment and return to their usual things. The cabin returned to normal and I nearly convinced myself that I just had a very realistic nightmare. It wasn't until I saw the young man's laptop next to me that I realized it wasn't over yet. His laptop was still the same with a keyboard from another world and most importantly, he still had a picture of me on his screen. He continued to stare at it and tapped the keys on his keyboard as if he was typing something. I reread the list of rules and noticed the 7th rule. During the 3rd hour of the flight, the captain will make an announcement. Follow the instructions. The rule sheet stated that the captain would make an announcement during the 3rd hour of the flight, yet as I checked my phone I realized I was still in the 1st hour of the flight. Either breaking the first rule had changed the complete course of things or the rule sheet simply didn't account for all scenarios. I desperately hoped that the latter was true because otherwise...
Wait, your mama, you played or no? You played or no?
Yeah, I was doing a reaction video. Put it on duos.
Supposed to get me out of here would now be worthless. A sudden jolt across the whole cabin interrupted my thoughts. The captain hadn't lied about the turbulence. In fleeting moments, the entire plane was shaking. There was nothing against looking through the window in the rules, apart from during the 2nd hour, so I pulled up the blind on the tiny circular plane window and gasped when I saw the outside. All I saw was a thick black void that seemed to undulate like rich black velvet. I saw the lights from the plane start to get warped and twisted as the beams traveled through the void. Don't get me wrong, the void wasn't just completely black, no, it was full of light rays twisting and warping. The best I can describe the void's movement is like an ocean of thick black waves. My mind went to every sci-fi movie and book I'd ever read and I entertained the thought that I was inside a wormhole. Or perhaps a black hole. How the regular Boeing plane managed to not get crushed in this physics-bending space was an impossible question to answer. I slowly turned my head away from the window. It took a lot of willpower to look away as if something from those inky black depths hypnotized me.
What's he
cabin
doing?
seemed completely oblivious to what was happening and continued to go about their regular business. I checked the time on my phone and my heart skipped a beat. An entire hour had passed in just those few moments I spent looking out into the void. I quickly looked over at the rules sheet to see what I would have to do for the second hour of the flight. During the second hour of the flight, you may start talking again, but if anyone mentions the window, do not look outside the window in any circumstances. While the rule did state it was okay to talk, I really didn't want to talk to anyone in this cabin. I also reread the rule about going to the washroom when I hear a child crying and also not looking at my in-flight entertainment console if the screen turns black. It all seemed pretty standard stuff and I thought I'd seen the worst already. This gave me newfound motivation to follow all the rules to the dot and get out of here quickly. I started to head out to the washroom to relieve myself, knowing that I'd be busy during the third and fourth hours of the flight. As I was walking to the washroom, a woman frantically caught up with me. She seemed absolutely frightened. "Hey, are you also stuck here?" she asked while looking me up and down. "Did you also get the set of rules?" I said,
you have to turn this
"Yes,
off.
but I lost the sheet. Can I just read yours?" she pleaded. I considered it for a moment and decided to give her my sheet because she seemed really desperate. It felt good to have someone else be in the same situation as me because now I could rely on someone else to help me out. I gave her the sheet and she thanked me profusely. After giving it a quick read, much to my relief she handed it back to me. "I'm Sarah, by the way," she said. "Nice to meet you. I'm Ethan," I replied. "We need to get out of here and I think our best bet is following."
Turn this off.
Because my game is kind of laggy.
These rules. "That's right. I'm glad I'm not the only person here on this flight," she said. "About the others, well, they don't seem human to me." She seemed to have calmed down a bit too quickly. It felt like she was putting up a facade, but I chalked it up to being on edge from the situation I was in. "So, I guess we got another half an hour until the third hour starts," she said. We suddenly started to hear the shrill cries of a child in the cabin. She immediately took my hand and rushed us both over to the washroom. There we spent the next few minutes listening to those shrill cries get more and more inhuman as the minutes passed. Just before they finally died down, they were high-pitched shrieks that still ring in my ears to this day. My left ear started to literally bleed as the frequency of the sound ruptured my eardrum. Sarah seemed unfazed by the sound. I guess it affects different people differently. Soon enough, it was the third hour of the flight and the captain made another announcement in his emotionless monotone voice. "Ladies and gentlemen, please proceed to the front of the plane." Absolutely no one in the cabin moved. I looked at Sarah and she nodded at me, giving me the affirmative to go to the front. We both started to walk to the front of the plane, facing through rows and rows of people comfortably lounging in their seats. No one seemed to have even heard the announcement. At the front of the plane, I saw the door to the pilot's cockpit open. I walked inside with Sarah right behind me and noticed two things. There was no pilot. Outside the plane, I could see a vast red land, with fire and lava crisscrossing the dried earth like rivers and purple trees dotting the barren landscape. I stared into the outside, shocked at the otherworldly landscape. The place wasn't uninhabited though. Large concrete buildings were concentrated in several areas. Where we had arrived, I had no idea. Sarah started to laugh behind me. It was at that moment that all the pieces of the puzzle clicked together in my head. I realized why Sarah felt so off. She knew what time it was on my phone even though she never checked it. There was no way she could have known which hour of the flight it was unless she had her own phone, which she never did. She didn't get affected by that shrill high-pitched scream in the cabin. She was acting way too calm, like she knew exactly what was happening. As I felt Sarah's nails dig into both my shoulders, I realized there's a list of...
I'm just gonna wait for them to leave. Where's your card? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hey, I was doing the reaction live, that's why. So I'm on part 3 right now, guys, and it's getting pretty twisted and turned. The Sarah girl, she's actually the chaser.
Okay, give me a second, I have to go pee. Here, get some guns. I drop you this. Grab this. Go get some guns. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna be 2 seconds.
No, sit right here.
No.
What are you doing?
I wanna watch.
Do you know who I am?
I see you.
Some people know me as a YouTuber. Hold on.
Chaser, who I believe is still on the plane. The landscape was an endless red desert. The only thing